What's going on, guys? It's your boy John the Liquidator coming back with another video, and it looked like Alcatraz could be reopening sooner than later. New details has emerged. Guys, for this one here, we got to go to California. Let's get it. Let's go. Get into the topic, something I want to touch base on. So here on the channel, I'm expanding my horizon. We're going to be covering daily trending topics over here. This is a new segment I'm bringing to the channel. Hopefully you guys like it. I'm still going to cover everything else. This is just something else that we're adding to the channel to kind of spice it up a little bit and bring you guys some different type of content, man. My channel is all about elevating and growing, and that's exactly what I'm finna do this year is cover more topics and try my best to get to 100K. Now, diving right back into this story, this is going to be about Alcatraz, man. Yes, the old mafia jail. I like to call it Alcatraz. Now, we all know people like Al Capone and many gangsters has visited very jail right here. This is Alcatraz, bro. Now, word on the street is that our commander-in-chief, President Trump, wants to open this jail back up, man, dealing with, a lot of prisoners being from, overseas and dealing with various reasons of that matter. And he spoke with the media the other day, and Trump had this to say. Let's check out what he said on ABC's real quick about this Alcatraz thing.
Where did you get the idea for reopening Alcatraz?
Just an idea I've had, and I guess because the judges, so many of these radicalized judges, they want to have trials for every single, think of it, every single person that's in our country illegally, that came in illegally. That would mean millions of trials, and it's just so ridiculous what's happening. And it's long been a symbol, Alcatraz, of whatever it is. I mean, it's a sad symbol, but it's a symbol of law and order. And,
Now, right there, Trump said Alcatraz is a symbol of law and order. I have to agree with him. What is the first thing you think about when you hear Alcatraz? You think about Al Capone, the mafia days. You're stuck on this island. There's been a lot of movies about it, but CNN released an interesting article going over this whole Alcatraz situation. And we finna dive into this story. It said Trump wants to reopen one of America's most notorious prisons. Here's how Alcatraz has earned its reputation over the years. President Donald Trump on Sunday, which that's the clip we just seen him pretty much saying that he thought about this for quite some time now as to reopening the prison in San Francisco that once housed some of the most dangerous criminals in the country, including Al Capone, George Machine Gun Kelly, and James Whitey Bulger. Now, Whitey Bulger was a old-time gangster who actually died not too long ago, from my understanding. The prison has been closed for 60 years, bro, due to crumbling infrastructure and high maintenance costs. Now, that is something that people online has been voicing their frustrations about, is the high maintenance costs. Now, we still got prison ADS Florence over in Colorado. Well, it looked like Trump ain't messing with ADS. He's gonna leave ADX for what it is and get right to the action and put them boys in the middle of the ocean, dog. It says the U.S. Army built a fort there in 1850 and equipped it with artillery needed to protect the bay from foreign invasions and growing U.S. interests in the Pacific. It was also used to protect San Francisco from Confederate raiders during the Civil War. And soon after that, into the military prison, which it remained until the 20th century. Now, in 1933, the U.S. military turned Alcatraz over to the Department of Justice, beginning as federal prisons when its isolated location and bare bones amenities to rock, as it came to be known, was meant to deliver a message to criminals. The federal government had decided to open a maximum security prison, minimum privilege penitentiary to deal with the most dangerous criminals in the country. So I'm telling you right now, man, This thing look like it's about to open up, man. Let's head back over to X because people is definitely voicing their frustrations about this whole Alcatraz thing, man. Now, real quick, I want to know you guys' thoughts down in the comment section below about President Trump wanting to reopen Alcatraz. Just like I said before, we already got many federal jails all over the country. We got Beaumont, we got ADX Florence. Well, Trump say, forget all of that. We finna put these overseas foreign criminals in Alcatraz, bro. Well, from my understanding, it's going to be a $200 to $300 renovation based off all the research I've seen online. But I'm telling you right now, this thing is getting spooky. Somebody said, wait until they figure out how expensive it will be to remodel. Now, President Trump rebuild and open Alcatraz for too long. America has been plagued by vicious, violent, and repeat criminals, the drugs of society who will never contribute anything other than misery and suffering. When we're a more serious nation, it's times past, and we did not hesitate to lock up the most dangerous criminals and keep them far away from anyone that could harm them. That's the way it's supposed to be. No longer will we tolerate these serial offenders who spread filth, bloodshed, and mayhem together. Department of Justice, FBI, and Homeland Security to reopen this country, enlarge, and rebuild Alcatraz, bro. Trump ain't playing no games to rebuild this whole Alcatraz thing. He is dead ass, bro. He is not playing. One person said reopening Alcatraz and rebuilding the prison will cost apparently $235 to $370 million upfront and $40 to $50 million annually to operate it. Wow, bro. Let's check out some of these. Hold on. What somebody else said? Trump just instructed the DOJ to reopen Alcatraz. I toured the Rock with my wife last year, and this is hands down the dumbest proposal I've ever heard. Now, I'm not saying it's dumb. I'm not saying nothing about it, bro. I'm all for Trump wanting to keep the criminals out. But this one here will definitely have you scratching your head like this. But guys, get down in the comment section. Let me know y'all thoughts about the new segments. And if you guys see anything out there that you guys want me to report on that you think might be trending, always DM me on Instagram or X. Pull up on your boy, be like, John, man, I think this is a crazy story. You should talk about it. And like always, man, until next time, shake the haters off. I'm out of here, man. Peace. Shake